All right, I'm back. It's a new day or new evening, and as you saw, I found the place. So all right, finally got started on the privy. I started out about 10 by 15 there. Saved the sod. And I'm just using my old gold rocker. I told Caleb, I said I made up a new rocker. I had it framed up when I talked to him, but didn't have the hardware cloth in it, and I thought I had a piece there in the barn. I pulled it out. It was way too small. So, but that's good enough for me. You can see what I've shaken out at this point. I've got my probe. This was the softest place I could find. The landowner thought it was about right in front of this area of the fence when they tore it down. I think that was a place where they pulled a bush out. So I'm assuming that it probably set, close to the bush. These bushes were very old. This whole area was removed. I've got a old plastic drop cloth down. I've got a lady's spade, and then of course my my yard digger. The probe is what I used. It's getting hard though, farther down, so I might move. There's pieces of glass, a piece of wire, and that's some kind of nail. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite that slick. I guess it is square. But here's the first find. I just got a piece of china up, which is beat all to heck, but it's a start. These things like this, they're not like metal detecting, even though I will run the detector once I get it opened up, so I'm just in case there's something I missed. Oh, what is that? That looks like that's a piece of bone. You can see the bone matrix there. Who knows, I might be on the trash pile. I think the owner said they tore it down in 74, 75, so that, I mean, that's a long time. 45 years ago. So, all right. All right, I'll bring you up to speed. This hole is about 10 inches by 20 by 20. It's a test. Now, I'm not sure how deep they dug the pit, but as you can see, that doesn't look like that's ever been dug. But out of this test hole, I did get, obviously, the usual pieces of wire and a lot of window glass. I did get a ham bone, it looks like. And bones will last a long time if they get down below the oxygen level, which I assume that was the case on that. And then, of course, the glass. And I guess that's a piece of more modern tile, it looks like. There is this. This is not window glass, as you can see. Off some type of bottle or jar. I would say a jar just by the curvature. I think I may have found it. It's slightly depressed here. But look how deep the probe went. Real deep. That's hard there. About the same, about 10 inches down to the tillite. Move this. Look at that. Way down, no rocks. Just move over a little bit. Might hit a rock. Move over a little bit. Yeah, see. So I think I'm going to go here. looks like the best shot at this point. I'll go ahead and do another test and see what we find. All right. All right, I may have a little glimmer of light here. I did find a piece of brick. It still is going pretty deep, and I'm not hitting any tillite. If I hit, of course, I have no idea how deep they would have made their pit. Okay, so I moved this way to the left, which is north. I put the probe in there probably 4 times, and it went down almost all the way. All right, I'm going to say I found it. That's, let me see. Oh, my back's giving out. That's probably about 14 inches. No tillite layer right there. As a matter of fact, it kind of looks like it's been backfilled with whatever was in there. It's soft. Let me get the probe. Seems to be more this way. But you don't see the big stones. Of course, like I say, there, see, that's soft. All right, I think we're definitely into something. See how flaky that is? That looks like something. And there, the soil's a little, the color's a little more inconsistent. So I think maybe we're going to go over this way. So I'm going to go ahead and refill this, and then go ahead and put the sod back on and water it. All right, I'm back. It's a new day, or new evening, and as you saw, I found the place. So I'm going to crack the ground here and see what happens. I got to go down about, I guess, 1.5 feet to get past the fill dirt, and then down to where the privy pit was. So I'll post you. It looks like we'll probably go that way. There's the first test hole, the bigger one. So this looks like the area right through here. Nails were pretty consistent here on the machine. I was looking for the heaviest concentration of nails. I dug back an angle. Let's see, that looks like something somebody put in there. See that sand? That's definitely inconsistent with the rest of the soil. Obviously, we don't know whether there'll be anything in here or not. Maybe, maybe not. So there we go. And we got a piece of pottery, like a big crock, part of a crock. I'm just going to scratch kind of slowly, because if there's a medicine bottle in top-notch condition, obviously I don't want to break it. I'm going to run my detector over the stuff, and then I'm going to sift it. I'm keeping the topsoil over here to this side here. And that'll be put in last, and then I'm putting the finer stuff that was in the pit here. Okay, I'm back. Talked to the homeowner. He says there's no way the leach field's out here. Still doesn't make sense why anybody put all that gravel in there. Look at all that. I mean, they said they tore it down, but he doesn't remember doing anything like that. Well, I'll just keep at it. This is weird, really weird. All right, decided to move over. I'm still befuddled to why anybody would put gravel in there. So the probe goes through here. I punched the probe through easily just a couple times. It might be because I dug out under it, but I'm going that way just to see. I did stick the probe in the berm gravel, and it stopped about 6 inches down. The ground's hard again. So I don't know what else this could be, but I mean, it apparently looks like somebody cleaned the hole out and then filled it. I don't know. I might be wrong. I don't get it. Got another piece of glass. It's not window. It's obviously a bottle, but it looks like a bigger bottle from the radius of that piece there. Okay. All right, just had a find. Somebody broke their britches, maybe. That's a good sign. It was, though, in the side wall here. That's a great find. That's a good sign. Okay, so I broke through to the left, and as you can see, there's some more of that berm gravel. So you can see the line here where this was filled. Definitely filled. The septic looks to be very old, so I mean, he knows where his own leach field is. Obviously, if it was a leach field, we would have hit one of the tiles by now. I'm gonna go a little, maybe another half hour. If not, I'm gonna just fill it in and move that way, I think, over here. Yesterday was a horrible disappointment. Just my error, I guess. I found another spot. It's about 2.5 feet over. There seems to be somewhat of a depression here. So I'm simply going to take some plugs out and maybe go down a few inches and see if there's anything that's different about this spot than there is about anything else or any of the other area. So we'll post you. There's my cut so far. And then that's about 8 by 8, 10 by 10. And just see if we can find something that's not consistent with the rest of the area. I'm going to take the lens cap off. You see, so I'm back again. This is my 5th day. I've got everything laid out, my shovel, my probe, my detector, that finds the container. And I did put legs on the sifter. So we will see. All right, at this point, all right, so you can see I did get a few pieces of china. What else? And there's, of course, the glass and the nails. And probably just going to run like 6-inch trenches and see if I can find ground that looks like it's been dug. None of that looks like it's ever been dug. Piece of wire, kind of loop. I'm not sure what that's for. You can see it's open on one part. Well, I put about an hour in. I'm going to call it quits. So I went from here over to there. I've got it watered down. And then let me see, I brought a channel over here. Nothing anomalous at all. Nothing looked like it had ever been dug or filled or anything. So I noticed there's a low area here. So maybe that was the path into it. And I noticed all this gravel here. I don't know whether that's stuff I drug out or what. But there is a place here. So I might try this area. It's sunk. I did have one test hole there, but maybe I wasn't over far enough. So let me see. I might put another evening into it for an hour or so tomorrow night, and we'll see what goes down. Yeah, I don't want to throw in the towel. I had no idea it was going to be this difficult to try and find this. No idea at all. This area, let me see, that must be stuff I threw out. That's one thing I could figure. Sun shone all day. Okay, that went down. That's going down. All right, George, let me go ahead and dig a plug here and just see. Obviously, we know that's soft. I don't know. Well, you know what? I might have just missed it by inches. Oh, that goes down easily. Okay, so I've gotten down to the hard layer of fill. I'm hoping once I get that out of there, I don't know how deep I'll have to go, but I wouldn't think it'd be more than a couple feet deep, down about 14, 15 inches. So once that comes off, I assume I'll end up in the bottom of the privy. So maybe there'll be some goodies, maybe there won't. We'll see what happens. Crap, that's up in the 80s. Wouldn't that be something if I got me a coin out of this? I'm giving this up. I just talked to the landowner again. He said there never was a pit here. It was just an outhouse on the ground. If I do anything at all, I'll just take the first foot of, the first foot of dirt off. Ooh, that sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Well, I'll go ahead and start putting the dirt in. I'll sift it just to be on the safe side. Sift it over the hole. Get the shovel. A little easier on the back. I guess I should have got a few more details. Our outhouse, you know, we did dig a hole in the back of it, underneath it.